Hello everyone, how you doing all out there? I'm going to be making a quick little short video today because I'm not streaming today, but I feel like I could put up something. So, this morning when I woke up, I was scrolling through Facebook and I occasionally will check the marketplace, see if there's anything out there that would be worth checking out. Well, something did cross my feed and I was like, okay. I decided to go on and pick it up. It's not a new console, so anyone who's thinking it was like a PS5 or a Xbox Series X, no, it's not going to be that kind of unboxing. But it is something that I've been really looking for a while now at a good price, and this system comes with 31 games, and so I couldn't pass it up. What's in the box? What's in the box? Okay, so let's get this system out of the way. An Atari 2600 Junior. This isn't the original system that came out back in the 70s. That one's like a lot bigger than this and also has all that wood grain on it. I mean, even the earlier models didn't have the name 2600 on it. It was called an Atari VCS. They called it the 2600 later when the 5200 was announced. This one came out... Oh, man. I want to say this one came out in the late... This specific model came out in the late 80s. But it's pretty much the same thing. It's an Atari. And it came with... course, the video cable here, which I'm not going to be able to stream this right away. I do have a thing I can plug into here that goes into a coax cable on my TV, which we have in our living room. Most newer TVs don't have that anymore, and I cannot hook this up to my streaming setup right away. I either have to get the system modded, or probably what I'm going to do at some point is find a VCR that has an RF in and an AV out. That way I could plug it into my converter and be able to stream it that way. It didn't come with a power adapter, which I do have one on me at home that it's kind of like it's one of those multi adapters, has different kind of plugs on it and all that. It's not the best one, and I'm definitely not going to be using on this because I don't want to damage the system, but I was able to try it out and it does work, which is awesome. And of course it comes with an original controller. A lot of you probably seen these around. Joystick and the one button. I cleaned the system, but I haven't cleaned the controllers yet, just other than a quick little dusting. The controllers I need to definitely take apart and fix the buttons. And it came with a joystick, which I've never seen one of these before. It's called the Captain Grant. See right there. Maybe, maybe not. But, I mean, it's a joystick. Alright, let's get to the games. And this is the main reason why I decided to pick this one up, because, I mean, it was $50 for this whole bundle, which is relatively cheap for the console itself with controllers and everything. I think actually this system goes for about 50, maybe 75. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into this. But the games, tally them up, what these are worth is a lot more. I can't remember the exact number in my head, but for $50, this thing was a steal. But I'm just going to quickly go through these games, show you guys really quick. We got Squeeze Box. It's upside down. Don't know what this is. It looks like a Breakout clone. I'm not sure. We got Stellar Attack. I don't know this one either, but that kind of looks like the Starship Enterprise. So I'm assuming it's definitely going to be some kind of space shooter, like maybe a Space Invaders clone of some sort. I got a few of these ones in here called the 27 Telegames. These are multi-game packs. Not this one doesn't have 27 games. I think I'm not sure why it's called 27, but this one is called Tank Plus. See here, we got tanks, jet planes, and biplanes. Biplanes, I do remember, you were like two planes going around shooting each other. It's basically tanks, which is it's a two-player game. You got one tank here, one tank on the other side, and you and your opponent just driving around shooting at each other. We got Vanguard. I heard of this. I don't think I've ever played it. It's definitely another space shooter. I like space shooters anyway, so that's good. This one's strange. I've never even seen a cart like this, but from CBS Electronics. CBS as in like the TV station. Blueprint. Not sure what that's about, but might be worth checking out. Of course, now this is probably one of my favorite Atari games. Defender. You know, you're a spaceship. It's a scrolling, an endless scroll level, vertical, horizontal shooter, and you know you're trying to rescue people, bring them to safety while shooting down aliens. This one I was pretty excited about. If you guys ever watched AVGN, you probably know where this comes from. Sword Quest Fire World. There's a whole thing. AVGN, even though with his comedy, did a pretty good job rounding it up what these games are. There was Earthworld, Fireworld, and there's also one called Waterworld. Waterworld goes for a lot of money. That's a really rare game. But there's also another one supposed to be called Airworld, but that was never released. It was like a whole thing too. Like, it's a very cryptic game. You're supposed to, in real life, play the game, decode it, and you send out the answer to Atari, and you can win a lot of good, like I'm talking like a sword made out of, where the blade is made out of platinum with real gems and things like that. Like, no, they were going all out with this series, but it never finished, and it kind of went downfall after the video game crash. So it has a really neat story, which I can probably talk about later. This one's interesting. This is just football. I've seen a lot of carts like this before. So, get this piece off here, and you basically got it in a television cart. I guess after the video game crash, when Intellivision was losing, Mattel was losing a lot of money with the video games, they decided to take their carts that they had, refurbish them to fit the Atari 2600, and sell them to developers and publishers that way to make some extra money. Pole Position, one of the more famous racing games for the Atari and arcade as well. Of course, Space Invaders. Can't have an Atari without Space Invaders. We got Dodge 'em. It looks like another racing game of some sort. I'm not sure what this is, but I mean, I like driving games too. This one I don't know what it is. It's called Mad. And it looks like some kind of space shooter again, but I'm not 100% sure what that is. I like the name of this game. It's called Name This Game. Some kind of... Oh, it's a contest. Okay. Name this game and win $10,000. So I want to look this up and see if they actually came up with the name for this. Came out in 82, which was the year before the crash. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna take a look at that. Like the last two, Mad and Name This Game, were from US Games. They have a very distinctive label. This one's called Gopher, also from US Games. I wonder if it's like a whack-a-mole. Another Telegames, 6 Telegames. Again, I don't know what that number means because there's only 3 games here. Oh, I see, 3 skill levels. Okay, this one's called Telegame 6. You got action racing, varied hurdles, and 3 skill levels. I guess those 2 games had different 3 skill levels each. Why they call it 6? Another one of my personal favorites, Missile Command. I don't think this really needs much introduction. A really, really popular game in the arcades. Okay, on the other side here, we got Barnstorming. Some kind of playing game, I guess. Maybe worth checking out. Nope. Asteroids. Another one of those must-haves if you have an Atari. Another Telegames. This one's called Target Fun. We got Shooting Gallery, Planes, Submarines. Yep, submarines and ships. I'm assuming that all these games are kind of the same thing, but with different graphics. Star Voyager from Magic. I know the name Star Voyager, but I never played it, so I don't know what that's about. And another one from Magic called Firefighter. I'm assuming you're a firefighter putting out fires. I was excited to see this one. Cubert. Cubert is always fun. I used to play that a lot on my old computer when I was a kid. Not Pac-Man, but we got Junior Pac-Man. I don't know if a lot of you know, but Pac-Man for the Atari was considered one of the games that kind of pushed the Crash of '83 into it. It was like they were hyping it up to be like an exact port of the arcade, which the Atari 2600 could not do. And what they got was a much more worse version of Pac-Man, which isn't itself as a bad game. I used to play it at my grandmother's and grandfather's a lot on their Atari, and it's playable. It's just, this was before my time. I was born in '88. We got Enduro, which is, someone put a number on there called 409 and 7.7. I don't know what that's about, but probably it's like probably our time. 409.7. Oh, so that's I think that's actually you can't really see it there. Oh, barely. Right above the right corner of the screen. I think that's a time, like someone's top time for beating this game. I remember this is actually very popular for competitive things. You basically, it's a racetrack and you're trying to get the best time. Ah, yes. Pitfall. Probably another one of my favorites. This is a really fun game. One of the very first, I won't say the very first, but definitely one of the earlier side-scrolling action games. Like, even for the Atari, this thing really pushed it over the edge for what it's capable of. Alright, so I actually got 2 of these, but they're coming in different carts. So we got Donkey Kong in a regular Atari cart, and Donkey Kong again in a Coleco cart. Now, Coleco had their own system called the ColecoVision, And I think shortly after the crash, or before the crash actually, 1982, or 1982 here too as well. That's probably just a different kind of copyright thing. But ColecoVision's console was not doing so well either. So I think once again, just to get a few extra bucks, they refurbished their carts for that system to fit the Atari. And we got a different kind of cart here as well. I'm not sure what the story is behind it. It's from Parker Brothers, so I think this is just a Parker Brothers type of cart. But Frogger. So yeah, I pretty much got like almost... I mean, I got a lot of the... like what I consider must-haves for the Atari 2600. And here we go again with another Intellivision type cart. Adventures of Tron. I'm trying to remember. I think this had the motorbikes and maybe the disc throwing one in it. I gotta take a look at it. I can't remember exactly what this is, but you guys should know what Tron is. Really cool Disney movie. I think it was in the 70s. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Trick Shot. Oh, it's a pool game. And I dropped it. Another magic? Yep. Another magic cart. It's a pool game. That might be fun checking it. Alright. And I saved the best for last. I'm not sure what this game is about. I'm definitely going to look it up, but it has the coolest name I've seen for a video game ever. Revenge of the Beef Steak Tomatoes. I have no idea what this is about other than it's from 20th Century Fox. I guess they got into the video game business too with the Atari. I never heard of this. I just know it has a really cool name. And I can't wait to play this. But that is everything in there. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to stream that right away. I do need to get a few other things first before I can stream it. And one thing I definitely need to get first is an official power adapter for it, so I don't have to worry about it frying. And yeah, like I said, I need to mod it or get a VCR. The VCR would be cheaper, but it's probably not going to look great on stream. But we'll go for I mean, my Magnavox over there too, I can't stream that either for the same reasons. I have all the power and everything for that, but again, I don't have the ways of being able to get it from the system to the capture card to the screen. But hopefully next year sometime I'll do like a total retro system. Like I'm talking like the Atari, that, maybe in Intellivision as well. But anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by, checking out this video. I will catch you all later. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you and have a good day. Goodbye.